It's time to look once more at the concept art for Alien Romulus, with some alternate looks for the Xenomorphs, the Offspring, and its unused transformation into an alien. We begin with some designs by Jarad S Marantz that are inspired by the iconic work of H.R. Giger, specifically his Necronom 4 from the Necronomicon, with dark insect-like eyes on the exterior of its faceplate and an even longer elongated head. Jarad's design is a bit heavier in the skull, and its body is more streamlined with a sleek torso, compact ribcage, and an extra set of dorsal tubes replacing the head support piece. These images are very similar to Carlos Huante's Ultramorph concepts from Prometheus, which were also inspired by Giger's Necronom 4. It's a powerful and elegant vision, though I'm glad that they opted for a more traditional Xenomorph design on the Renaissance space station. Even further away from the standard design, we have these concepts by Andrew Baker. These stray quite a bit from the standard Xenomorph, but could work as variants using other humanoid aliens as hosts, or perhaps they were some kind of engineer experiment. Either way, there's a bit of neomorph in their look, with the spikes replacing the dorsal tubes and a more flattened head design. And these guys have a crouched stance with powerful legs like they could pounce on and kill anything within a mile's radius. Next up, we have a series of images from Dane Hallett, where he's experimenting on some different textures for what would become the Scorched Xenomorph, including a strange look where we have a Xeno with a jaw more like a neomorph's instead of its regular inner jaw on tongue design. Dane would also play around with what he called Giger's scar effect, a brilliant look where he would apply the scarred skin look of the Necronom 4 to the Renaissance Xenomorph, something I'd love to see on film. He also made a set of 3 Xenomorphs in beautiful poses and in varying shades and stages of translucency. I especially like the extra elongated fingers here, giving them a creepy yet elegant touch. Mr. Hallett would also create a set of 3 portrait-style images of the alien, with the first one having ridges along its head and a slightly visible skull with a fierce growling expression. The second one has a brown coloration and head dome reminiscent of the runner from Alien 3, yet with dorsal spikes and a head support. And the last one is a bit more unique, with a flattened skull and the scarred skin look of Necronom 4. Shifting now to the Offspring, Dane shows us the influence from an engineer and Robert, the actor behind the Offspring, and in the images, initially it looks like an engineer, but once the eyes and mouth open, it becomes something much more alien. Another set of his would focus on inner jaw variations, with a tail-like appendage, a more traditional inner jaw, and the final film used fleshy and suckling version. We also have some Offspring concepts from Simon Green. They are an interesting look, though a bit too bulky and vampiric for my taste. In contrast, we have a few more images from Dane Hallett featuring a smooth-skinned creature that leans more to the human engineer side, with only the tail and dorsal tubes of the alien coming through. Which brings us to another transformation sequence from Dane. Originally in the earlier drafts, the Offspring would have fully changed into an alien, and here we can see the steps of that grotesque process. The first image is quite haunting, with the glowing white Offspring face on the darkened Xenomorph body. In the following stage, the left eye is enlarged and shifted to the side as black goo oozes out of its mouth. Now both eyes are bulged out and pulled back like some kind of horrifying goldfish, until the Xeno head rips through the face, with the Offspring's jaw and its white engineer or human teeth falling away, replaced by the alien jaw and metal teeth. And at the end of the transformation is a Xenomorph, with bits of skin and flesh still clinging to it. To see even more concept art from Alien Romulus, check out one of these videos. Otherwise, take care, and I hope to see you next time.